Apparently, an Israeli airstrike unalived a young Gazan influencer. I heard about this the other day from Morgan Ariel's channel on Instagram. If you're not following her, I highly recommend her. She is a brave woman for speaking truth to the evil forces that are at work in our world, and she does not hold punches back. This is the gal right here, Yaqueen Hamad. Let's look at some of her posts here.
اليوم بدنا نوزع لطالبات عائشة وأطفال غزة براد. نافي زحلة أغوصة آيس كريم 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 عالكيلو والكيلو عالكيلو والكيلو عالكيلو والكيلو بالكيلو بالكيلو. هالايس كريم بوظة برد ونعيش بوظة.
Looks like a sweet girl and looks like sweet kids too. This one kind of got me. I'll tell you, Palestinian people, I have huge respect for Palestinian people, and I deeply apologize for not knowing what was going on over there. I've shared a bunch of videos, the same video a couple times of Jimmy Carter being asked by, I believe, Amy Goodwin from Democracy Now!, why don't Americans know what's going on in Palestine? And granted, this was 30 years ago. It could have been 30 years ago, 20 years ago. And he said they don't want to know. Americans don't want to know about the crimes against humanity that Palestinians and the persecution that Palestinians are enduring over there. And he's right. I don't want to know. I don't want to look at it. It's difficult to look at. But I have huge respect for Palestinian people. The more I know that when I dove in for a few hours and understood what happened there in the Nakba and the 76 years of brutal occupation and oppression. I mean, you have to be strong to endure that kind of BS.
من كل قلب خير تبدأ حكايتنا لتجوب كل الأرض بحثا عن سعادتنا هي حاجة للروح أن نحيا كرامتنا ما من سبيل كالعطاء يسد حاجتنا فاستبشروا إن تنفقوا من خيركم زادت. And
they just keep keeping on, I mean, which one was I watching here? Yeah, they just keep going there. Let's go over to this article here, the Independent, and read about her. Who was Yaqueen Hamad, Gaza's 11-year-old influencer, killed in Israeli airstrike. Renewed assault on Gaza, it's unbelievable. What a cute gal. A young Gazan influencer has been killed as Israel's military offensive in the territory continued to intensify. 11-year-old Yaqueen Hamad reached tens of thousands with her social media videos, which focused on supporting the Gazan community by helping to distribute clothes and toys to orphans. What an inspiration this young lady is. She worked closely with the Owina, hope I'm saying that right, collective, a Gazan-based nonprofit providing aid and supporting projects in the Strip alongside her older brother, and humanitarian worker Mohammed Hamad, the Palestine Chronicle reports. The Chronicle said she was Gaza's youngest social media activist, posting videos about the work with her brother and Owina building a kitchen to feed Palestinians during the month of Ramadan, as well as videos laughing and playing with other children. Is there anything more beautiful than the smile of children, Gaza, she wrote in the caption to a video just 1 week ago showing children enjoying games and dancing. She also posted videos about daily life, showing her followers how she cooks when there is little fuel to be had. I just don't know how they're living over there, how they've been living, with the aggression and clearly brutal occupation by the Zionist state of Israel. Unbelievable. Yaquin was killed when Israel shelled al-Baraka in Deir el-Balah, I hope I'm saying all that right, northern Gaza on Friday night, Al Jazeera reports. Tributes followed on her social media following news of her death. Her body may be gone, but her impact remains a beacon of humanity, Gazan photojournalist Mohammed Bassam wrote. Dozens of Palestinians, including women and children, have been killed in Israeli bombardment since Friday as Israel's renewed offensive in the Gaza Strip continues despite international condemnation. The UN's International Organization for Migration said the renewed offensive had forcibly displaced nearly 180,000 people. I can't wrap my mind around it, but I don't doubt it, because the same thing happened in Iraq. 2 to 3 million civilians unalived, including 500,000 babies. Mind blowing. And I don't know, I haven't seen the numbers from Libya. If you have numbers from Libya, let me know in the comment section down below and share that with all of us. I can only imagine it's huge. I mean, when you start dropping bombs on cities and total chaos ensues, for instance, as I did a deep dive into what happened in Iraq, I read some information that it was a hellish experience. It was like hell on earth, because not only are hospitals' infrastructure bombed, but also I guess there were suicide bombers going around from varying factions. I don't know. And then it's just an all-out free-for-all shit show. And the United States of America caused that. The commander-in-chief, George Bush Jr. caused that. But I caused it too, because I was too stupid and ignorant to be aware and say no thank you. Like, I don't consent to this shit in Gaza. I don't consent retroactively to the crimes against humanity in Iraq, and I do not consent retroactively to the crimes against humanity in Libya. Let's phrase it positively. I consent to peace and goodwill toward men and children in Iraq, Libya, Yemen, Somalia. I need to do a deep dive in Somalia, Syria, Afghanistan. Let's throw all the South American countries in there too. They've been the target of the U.S. empire for 100 plus years. But I consent to peace and love and goodwill toward men, and I will do what I can to share information and knowledge to help other people wake up, because people helped me wake up. Let's continue. A new aid system in Gaza opened its first distribution hubs Monday, according to the U.S.-backed group that said it began delivering food to Palestinians who face growing hunger after Israel's nearly 3-month blockade to pressure Hamas. I've seen the pictures of kids holding out their pans waiting for food. It's heartbreaking. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is taking over and handling of aid despite objections from United Nations. I don't blame them. United Nations appears to be doing nothing, right? Everyone's just kind of, we'll keep an eye on it. The desperately needed supplies started flowing on a day that saw Israeli strikes kill at least 52 people in Gaza. The group said truckloads of food, it did not say how many, had been delivered to its hubs, and distribution to Palestinians had begun. It was not clear where the hubs were located or how those receiving supplies were chosen. Under pressure from allies, Israel began allowing a trickle of humanitarian aid into Gaza last week after blocking all food, medicine, and other goods from entering since early March. Aid groups have warned of famine and say the aid that has come in is nowhere near enough to meet the mounting needs. I think Israel's done as a nation. And then you have to question, why are we seeing this? Granted, I don't think you're going to see the 11-year-old influencer unaliving on mainstream news, because, but we are seeing a lot of both sides, and I think that's just because they just want people fighting about something. Let's see. Yeah, there's the article. I'll link it in the description down below. Let me know what you think. If you have anything to add, please do so in the description. Thank you for watching, and let me invite you to go check out One Life, which is the system right there for winning the game of life, knowing yourself, knowing your purpose, and doing your work in the world. Now more than ever, it is vitally important for everyone to be on their game. Pull yourself out of the beast system. Stop watching the media, listening to politicians, public health officials, celebrities, influencers that are being paid by the bankers and political people and the puppeteers pulling the strings, and plug yourself into God's plan for you, which is using your talent in a way that benefits all life on earth and supports all life on earth, whatever that may be: cooking, cleaning, building, designing things, making people laugh. This little girl was clearly using her talent to uplift humanity and uplift Gazans. Again, it's all about you doing your work in the world and doing the thing that God designed you to do. That's what One Life is. That's how you win the game. You conquer your self-doubt, your fear, your anxiety, and you do your work in the world. Again, you can check it out at thisismyonelife.com. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. We'll talk to you in the next one.